However, I just had to send my sons off to school. And I just noticed how we prepare our kids more for peer pressure. Not really adult pressure, but peer pressure. And my boys, because I'm not real sure why, but the last couple of years they have been experiencing more adult pressure versus peer pressure. And that really, really weighs heavy on me. And I think probably even any other mother. Because, as kids, as when they're little, we're just trying to make sure that they have the self-esteem, they have the know-how, they have good decision making, they know how to be leaders versus followers. That's kind of the goal, to get them through high school, into young adulthood. But my sons have been experiencing more adults trying to hold them back and trying to bully them. And I just don't know where that has come from. I don't remember adults being anything but adults when I was in high school. I don't recall them being anything but helpful. Really, I just didn't encounter that. Like right now they're dealing with adults who are purposely picking, and I'm not sure what that's about. But we had to pray last night. And I told them to commend your day. You are covered. The Lord got you. The blessing that rolls off of me, it rolls onto you because the Lord has kept me. He has kept me all my life. And He's going to keep them too. And it just seems as though they have to grow up faster because of the climate of our world right now. And part of me is sorry for that because I really wanted them to be able to enjoy their high school days. It's just the high school doesn't last anything but 4 years. But it also comes with memories and things that you can talk about and you can always reflect on. And I had to give them a prep talk as if they're going out to play a game. I had to give them that. And don't get me wrong, I talk to my kids all the time, and so we talk all the time. It's just this type of talk, I had to have them step back into the hard stuff, just like an adult would have to do, Like those days you don't really want to go to work, but you got to go because you got to feed your kids kind of thing. And I just wanted them, and I said, you got to have some staying power. You have to walk through some stuff that you may not necessarily want to walk through to get to the goals. And it's unfortunate that you have adults trying to stop them from reaching their goals. I don't recall an adult purpose, that you can just blatantly see trying to block anything that they do in the city. I don't get that. But I just told them, I said, you just keep doing what you're doing. Be steady and be ready. Don't ever let anybody catch you unprepared. So I send them out there in spite of all the negativity, in spite of these adults. I've just never experienced it. So I'm trying to put myself in their shoes, and I'm trying to pull back. And I had to pull last night. I had to really think of a time that I had to reach down deep. And all I could think about was when I was a young girl and I was a latchkey kid. And all the kids on the bus and in the neighborhood would make fun of, myself and my family. But I had to go to school with these kids. I had to ride the bus with these kids. I had to get off the bus by myself with these kids. There were several days that the girls would jump me. It won't be one, it'll be a whole group of them. And I think that I had to pull from that story to give it to my sons. To tell them, even when the thing's hard, I kept getting on that bus. I kept getting off. I kept fighting, and they never stopped me from like going to school or wanting to go to school or anything of that nature. And I've had people who were close to me who dropped out of school. That wasn't an option for me. And I told them, I said, you keep your eyes on your goal. There will be people trying to distract you from your goal, and that's how you know you're on to something. If people are not trying to hold you back, stop you, whatever, then you know you're not doing too much. But the moment they see you doing something, or they see something in you, just like I can see greatness in my sons and in my daughter, when other people see that, yeah, they'll try to stop you. You just keep doing your part. You just keep going and you keep showing up. Because that's what I did. When I was on that bus and they would say early in the morning, we're going to fight after school. And I could have not done anything but just showed up. You know what I'm saying? On the bus. They would say stuff to me, throw stuff, get off at the same stop, surround me. One of them would pick the fight with me, and there we go fighting. And all of them would jump in and hit me all at the same time. And I had my eye on one of them. And I said, somebody's going to walk away with here with some hurt. And I didn't care who I hit, but I'm going to hit somebody. And I told my son, I said, I didn't win every fight. I don't even encourage them to fight. But back then, that's what, that was my situation. I don't encourage my kids to fight. I said, you guys are smarter than that. Think. There's bigger consequences now for kids who just get in normal fist fights. So at that time, there was no change in schools. There was no, not for me anyway. There was not for me. So I would I would get off that bus. I would let myself in that house. I would fight before I get there and then left myself in the house. And that was my daily routine for years. And so that's what I was telling my sons. I said, y'all can walk through this season. If I can walk through that season, and I'm talking young, I was in elementary school doing this. So I said, if I can walk through that school, through that season, I was in junior high doing it, went from elementary to junior high. A lot, more so in junior high. I said, if I can walk through that season, and it's kids, and it's not just one kid, but I do understand their situation is different because it's adults who can make decisions and can try to hold you back and and I just told them, you plead the blood of Jesus over yourself. You do what you got to do and be a person of few words. Say, oftentimes when people can get in your head and get conversation going with you, it's to try to use that information that you give to manipulate you or to try to hold you back. They want to know what you really want to do so they can really try to block you from doing it. So I just told my sons, I say, you keep your head up. You go in there, be a man of few words. You do what you have to do to make you great. Take what you need and leave what you don't. And I think that they're going to do exactly that. It's just hard as a mother to know that you're sending your child out to a situation that they have to be introduced to manhood. You know what I'm saying? Adulthood before they're truly adults. But they got this. I know they got this. It just hurts me a little bit. It just hurts me a little bit. So I'm going to encourage all parents to cover your kids, support your kids. Know who their friends are. Know who their coaches and teachers are. Show up and be present. And when you've done everything you can do, on your end of it, encourage your kids to keep going as well. Pray over your kids. It's important. Have them pray over themselves. It's very important. Because it's almost like it's warfare against children, and I'm not sure what that is about. But nevertheless, that's the world we're living in. And we as parents need to support them. And please understand that I have much respect for teachers. I have two sisters that are teachers. Not all people are bad, but there always are some bad people in any profession. So stay woke with that. Be an advocate for your kids. If you got to go up to the school, go up to the school. Don't let them know that somebody else care about your child um, at home. Just let them know they have a solid place. And I'm not saying go up there and acting, like cussing nobody out or anything like that. Just be a voice for them, advocate for them. Um, and then sometimes you gotta be still and be quiet and just sit back and pray for them and encourage your kids on the sideline and encourage your kids quietly from home as you build them up and send them out into the world. After all, we're mothers. We're designed and we're gifted with that gift of to encourage and to nurture them. We also have to be and tap into the gift of sitting back and being quiet and being prayerful and encouraging our kids and building them up continuously. Because we know that the world can be a doggy dog world. It is a doggy dog world. And we just hope that it don't start in high school. For my sons, for some reason, it's already started, and they'll get through this. They're gifted to get through this, and so parents, don't discount yourself. Don't discount your gift to be able to encourage your kids and to stick by them and to let them know that you are the soft place to fall, the soft ear to talk to. That's going to, once they've met with you and they've talked to you, that they're going to come out better than they did when they approached you originally. And you don't have to have a lot of words of wisdom. Just let them know to keep going in spite of. Let them know that people will try to distract you every single time. Stay focused and don't discount your own gift. Until next time.